I'm the real Kamogelo M, and my smile strengthens me.
Hi Survivor Squad, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to the real Kamogelo M. If you're new on this channel, I welcome you in the name of love, in the name of sharing, and in the name of surviving. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your loyal support and for coming back and being part of my world. And if you are watching this video for the very first time, welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, yeah. I just want to talk about, well, somebody requested this actually. So I am just here to speak about how it has been for me living with HIV and how it has been for me coming out. Has people like how do people look at me now that I've came out like publicly, and I've been an activist basically. So firstly, like living with HIV, it's hard on its own. It's hard, like we've got challenges that we come across and we do face a lot, but for my side, when it comes to stigma, I don't really face a lot of stigma. In fact, I've never came across people that are stigmatizing against me just because I'm living with HIV. Maybe I believe it's because I give out a positive energy. You get what I mean? I give out a positive energy, and people treat me the way I treat myself because I have accepted my status, and I speak freely about my HIV status, and so people get to engage with me when it comes to HIV based on the energy that I give them. So I haven't really experienced where people are, well, not that I know of. Maybe people do talk about me behind my back, and it's fine. If they're talking about me behind my back, it's totally fine, as long as you don't come to me straight and being negative and all of that, whilst I'm being positive about my status. I'm not going to allow my HIV status to determine how I live my life or how I feel about my life. You get what I mean? So if people are really talking about me, I'm good. But yeah, I don't get negative responses from people. People are cheering me up, people are supporting me, people are proud of me. A lot of people, it's just like that. So living with HIV for me, it hasn't really, when it comes to stigma, it hasn't really been like that hard, So a lot of people would be scared to even open up, which is totally understandable, because as an individual, you're trying to get used to the fact that you're living with HIV and all. You're just trying to navigate around living with HIV. You're trying to understand what you must do and what you must not do when you are living with HIV. So it's really not easy. This other girl approached me a few weeks ago, and she just recently found out that she's living with HIV. Guys, I'm so sorry if you hear a sound outside. I'm sitting in the boardroom, and it's just closer to the road, so there are cars moving up and down. So yeah, she just found out that she's living with HIV, and she inboxed me and said, "Sis Kamo, I just found out that I'm living with HIV and I don't know where to start, what to do, and so I'm asking you to help me." And I was like, you know what? This is something that I love to do. I like to carry people to get through and understand their journey, and it has been amazing how she's coping. And she always says this to me, "Hore, if it wasn't for you, Gamo, I don't think I would have had the strength, but just looking at you and how you are handling the situation gives me courage on its own." And which is something that I really appreciate, that people do see the positive in me living with HIV. I give people courage, and for me, that is enough. That is really enough, that I am living my life giving people courage and inspiring a lot of people. That is something that I always wanted. And me starting this channel, that was the mission. You know what? I want to give people that courage that they would get when they just discovered that they are living with HIV. And that is exactly what is happening. And I am so proud of myself that I have that strength. How would I say this? I don't know where I get the strength, but it's so amazing. It's really so amazing. So another thing that was difficult for me ever since I got diagnosed, it was actually two things. The first one, it was the medication side. Like, there was a point where like I really got so tired of taking my medication, but one thing that I just said to myself, I'm not gonna stop taking my medication. There are people that look up to me, like my son and my little sister. They look up to me, and I'm their support system. If I don't take my medication, obviously I'm gonna get sick, and if I get sick, possibilities I would die, because I'm not taking my medication, and I don't want that. So sometimes I always say to this, if I don't want to take medication, but I must always think about the people that look up to me. I must not do it for myself. At least let me do it for other people that are looking up to me, So in this case, my son looks up to me, my baby sister look up to me, my close friends, they see a very well organized and a goal-driven person, an encourages person. So if I'm not gonna do it for me, let me do it for those people that are looking up for me, So this really gives me strength that I must just continue to take my medication, So taking medication, we do get that medication fatigue where you feel like I can't do this anymore. Because a lot of times in the past 8 years, there was a time where I'm like, you know what, I take my medication at 9 o'clock in the evening. Sometimes I'll just snooze my alarm and just let it go. And not take my medication. Maybe I'll take it after 30 minutes or 40 minutes, because it really gets tiring. But I end up taking it because I know that it's the best thing to do. And I am doing it for my loved ones. So I always say this to people, that if you don't want to take your medication as an individual, then do it for the other people that look up to you. And I'm also saying this to you guys, if you're watching this and you're living with HIV and it gets to a point where you think taking your treatment, it's just that difficult, do it for the people that look up to you and care about you, And another thing, the second thing that I've experienced in the past 8 years of my diagnosis, it's the rejection. I got a lot of rejections, not from the family side, not from my friends, but I got a lot of rejection when it comes to relationships. And the best thing that I did for myself, and being true to myself, and giving other people a choice to decide for them. It was me disclosing my HIV status to the people that I meet. I would disclose at the first date. I would disclose at my first date. Or you know what? This is Kamogelo. I'm living with HIV. I've got a son. I've got this. I'm giving people a choice. If you want to be with me, then you will accept me as I am. But a lot of guys really rejected me, but it was their loss. I didn't even blame myself. I didn't even blame the fact that I'm living with HIV. I was like, you know what? He was really not meant for me. So I dealt with a lot of rejection from that point of view when it comes to relationships. But other than that, my friends, big ups to my friends. Like my friends were like, they are still supportive. My friends are so supportive. It is very important that you get yourself a circle of friends or a circle of people where you would lean to when you feel like it's going like this, it's becoming so much for you. Find people that you would feel free to speak about your feelings. Find people that you would feel, if you want to cry, you will cry, and they won't judge you. They won't look at you, why are you making your problems our problems? You know, there are people like that that will say, it's too much, it's too much. But with me, I've got the best support system when it comes to my family and my friends. So yeah, it's just like it has been like that. So it was, I had a lot of downs and other points, like it was going fine. It was just going fine. Another challenge that I had, I think when I got in and out of hospitals. But me going in and out of hospitals, it was not based on the fact that I'm living with HIV, but it was hard for me to tell or to disclose my status to the nurses, because like they would ask you questions when you're being admitted. Do you have a chronic? And for me, it was not easy to open up and say yes. And then they would ask, what's the chronic that you have? And I'd say, I'm living with HIV. It was really hard because abanye, yes, they are working in the health sector, but abanye, they would look at you, how you do, girl. You know, I got that. I'm so sorry, I got that, but it did not matter. Well, I remember this other time, I got involved in an accident and I didn't have my medication with me. So when they asked me that questions, I was like, I asked the nurse, can I please have a choices? And then she was so shocked. I don't know why. I don't know why, but she was so shocked because I didn't have my medication and I needed to take my medication because I got admitted and I couldn't get hold of anyone that would bring my medication at the hospital. And I didn't want to skip my medication that day. And then when I asked, she was so shocked. I don't know if when she was looking at me, she didn't think of her living with HIV or what, but gee, the shock on her face was like, Manjaja. So, but anyway, living with HIV, you just need to make sure that you block out the negative things that people say about people that are living with HIV. Just block that out. Just ignore that and continue to live your life. Don't let the virus control you or determine how your life should be. You know, you have control over this. You are the one that gets to control. Like I always say this, the virus, it's just a visitor in your body, and when you are the host, so you get to direct, okay, this is what we're doing, this is what we're not supposed to do. Like, take control over your life, take control with what should happen in your life or what you should do in your life. Don't let living with HIV determine how far you can go with your life, how far you can reach your goals and all of that. Like, acceptance is the best treatment that you can do for yourself when you're living with HIV. If you accept that you're living with HIV and be at peace and forgiving yourself and not blaming yourself for being in that situation, it's the best thing that you can do for yourself. It's the best. I remember when I finally accepted that I'm living with HIV, it was the best feeling ever because I blocked out what people were saying about me. I blocked out what people were thinking about me, you know. So yeah, So it has been a great journey, and we're still soldiering on, we're still surviving, we're still smiling. We're still smiling, and we still keep encouraging and inspiring other people. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you again on the next video or the next vlog. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe and join my family. If you think that this is the channel that will feed you with information so that you can help others if you're not living with HIV, and if you are living with HIV, if you feel like this is the channel for you to get motivated and for you to learn a thing or two. We are still all learning and all of that, and we are still soldiering on. Please do hit the subscribe button down below and join the family. Also, please give this video a massive thumbs up. Just click on that like button. Yes, yeah, that one. Click on the like button and share to anyone that you think that might like to see this video. I love you guys so much. I will see you on my next video. Also, follow me on Instagram. It's at Kamogelo M. Yes, and follow me on my Facebook page. It's The Real Kamogelo M. And I'm also on Twitter. It's Kamogelo_M. Yes. I love you guys. Bye.